Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Hakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of great millstone that rule well, and Shalom unto the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved. I am the brother Kalab from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp, coming back at you with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. Now, this video that I'm going to play here is a great example of why Jake, meaning you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians and West Africans, predominantly, you Israelites get a bad rep, which is a bad reputation. You know, you walk into these shops these days and nobody don't want to deal with you, you know, which, to be fair, is part of the curses, because you could be innocent as a Jake and you walk into a shop and, you know, people are looking at you sideways. The security guard is following you around, making sure you ain't stealing nothing, because Jake has that reputation, unfortunately, because Esau propagates that, you know, obviously through the negative images in the media, the negative role models, you know, negative influences in the music, has helped manufacture this idea that from the minute that Jake sets foot out of his mother's womb, he's a career criminal. You know, that's what they would have you believe, right? But the point is, I'm going to play this clip here because you idiot, you 2/3 idiots that play into these negative stereotypes, you're only hurting yourself. You know, this is an example of a weak-ass, effeminate, you know, bitch-made waste man who wants to be a so-called hard man, but really is as soft as a marshmallow inside and can't deal with a situation directly. If you look here, he ain't even making eye contact with the guy. This is just fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm going to play this clip and it will speak for itself. Right? Basically, you've got this young Jake, call him a young nigger, innit? This young nigger in a shop, and rather than actually say, hey, you know what, man, this is the issue or that's the issue, is harboring it in his heart, and tries to get the shopkeeper to step outside of him so that he can get into an altercation. And who knows, maybe you pull out a gun and blow the guy away, but the guy's smart and he doesn't acquiesce to this Jake's proposition, and he answers him according to the scriptures, actually, because the scriptures say a soft answer turneth away wrath. I'll pull that out in a second, but let me play this clip first and you see why this is, you know, got me a little bit heated, because it's just fucking frustrating. Let's watch this.
You want a bag, bro?
Yeah, please.
The change. You alright? My bad, bro. Let's try and talk to you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, let me holler at you real quick outside.
What you need,
Let
bro?
me talk to you outside.
What you mean? I'm here. I'm good. You good?
You want to talk outside?
No, I'm good, bro.
Come here.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good. Alright, bro.
So here you have it. You got this fucking dreadhead idiot Jake walking into the shop dressed like he's fucking Sub-Zero out of Mortal Kombat, looking like a straight up ninja, right? Then he's trying to get the guy to come outside to talk to him, and the guy doesn't go with him, which is a smart thing to do, because this Jake ain't gonna pull anything in the shop. But outside, who knows what he's gonna pull out? Maybe a gun, maybe a knife, or because he feels like he's been some way offended some way. But rather than just come out and say, hey, look, man, this is the issue or that's the issue, as the scriptures say, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay, he tries to drag the guy into the shopkeeper outside into a different environment to increase the altercation. Now, the first thing is, why are you walking up in a shop looking like a ninja anyway? Why would you do that? What is it, you know, is he going to hey, San Diego Comic-Con was a couple of weeks ago. If you're going to a convention, yeah, sure, dress up like Spider-Man, dress up like Captain America, dress up like, you know, Scorpion or Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. If you're going to a convention, because that's what people do at conventions, they do cosplay. But in everyday life, you're just rolling up into a shop, dressed like a fucking ninja. What? Look, man. First of all, you're so-called Negro already. That's already going to trigger alarm bells. Then you're walking into a shop looking like you're going to do something devious because you're dressed like, I mean, come on, man. And then you're dressed this way. And then when you get spoken to directly, you're getting all effeminate and, you know, your eyes can't find, you can't make eye contact. You're having to look down on all this shit. What's wrong with these niggas, man? I'll tell you what's wrong with these niggas. What's wrong with these niggas is that they're effeminate and they've been raised by their mamas and they're playing straight into the curses. Let me get these. The curses. Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother and towards the wife of his bosom and towards the remnant of his children which he shall leave. Right? So this is why you Jakes, you know, you've got an evil eye towards your own people, your own brethren. Now, furthermore, Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh will send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Let's get some more. Deuteronomy 28 and 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. So that's why we're in this lower state in this society, because of the curses. That's why all of our all heathens are able to get up over us. But the thing is, we're not going to overcome the curses. Really, we're not going to overcome the curses until we get delivered by Yahushua. But that doesn't mean you play into them. It's like, why place directly into the to your enemy's strength when your enemy wants to paint you out as being a career criminal from your birth, that you're no good, you're degenerate? Why play into those negative stereotypes? Only further hastening your own downfall, man. It's ridiculous. These Jakes are idiots. And furthermore, he's got his arm covered in tattoos. This is just a lost nigger in the world, man. Absolutely lost. But with all that being said, we have to give praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai for waking us up and taking us out of the world and out of this mindset. Brothers in this faith, we've long left this kind of foolishness behind. But Jake in the world, he's going to be doing this until the day Yahushua comes and destroys his ass. Or maybe he'll get taken out in Jacob's trouble, who knows? But, there's a lot of Edomites with itchy trigger fingers who watch videos like this and they're just waiting to blow you Jakes away, man. And once Esau gets the opportunity, man, you Jake are going to be running scared, man. Because them Edomites are going to show the true devils that they are. This is Revelation 12 and 12. Let's get it. See, right now, Esau and the other nations tolerate you. There's going to come a time when the Most High is going to put the spirit on them and start cleaning you guys out, man. And then you're going to realize who the real enemy was. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, meaning the Edomites, the so-called white man, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So a lot of these Edomite cops that shoot Jake, a lot of them are itching to do it. And given any opportunity, they will do it. So when that day comes, these jakes are going to be running scared, man. These so-called white ends, young niggers. Let's read some of these comments. I'm fully convinced these young niggers want to go to jail and be with a man. Yeah, acting all effeminate and shit, innit? Facts. Like, what the fuck? He eyes the sky ready to shoot someone in broad daylight on camera. Over what? I don't speak mumblery. Let's see what else the comments. Dude was looking for a fight and a reason to pull that gun out. Crazy times we live in. Stay safe, folks. He got clothes, a cell phone, freedom to hide. Is scared face, and obviously some money to buy a soda, but willing to throw it all away and find a nice man in prison. Good for him. Laugh my ass off, bro. Acting tough, but he ain't a tough dude. He ain't tough dude behind him with no shoes would mop his ass. Walking in a store dressed as a ninja puts everyone at ease. Exactly. Fucking ridiculous, man. Couldn't have said it better myself. He shall forever be known as the Night Ninja. Yeah, some wannabe off-key Sub-Zero looking character, man. Yeah, anyway. That's enough on that, man. But at the end of the day, this ain't doing you JK.
You want a bag, bro?
It's just laying open your folly, man. Absolutely ridiculous behavior. Let me get one more precept here. I quoted it, but I want to pull it out so people can see it for edification. Proverbs 15 and verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stirreth up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. There you go. So the point is in verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. So the way that the shopkeeper responded was on point, and he was able to avoid the situation escalating. And this is the kind of wisdom that we Israelites have to apply when moving through the world, because not only are we dealing with, these Edomites and these other nations that are against us, we also have to deal with the wicked of our own people, man. So it's not just Esau we're up against, even our own people, man. You cross one of these young jakes the wrong way and they're looking to take you out, man. So we've got to be all the more circumspect as to how we move in this world. As the scriptures say, we are sent as sheep among wolves. And some of those wolves are our own people, the people of our own nation, the nation of Israel. So we have to be very careful how we move in these times. I remember something that my dad taught me when I was a young boy. One of the words of wisdom that he said to me. He said you shouldn't really be afraid of ghosts, because obviously we talked about certain spiritual things, apparitions and stuff that he'd encountered in his lifetime. For example, the terror. Some people call it sleep paralysis. I prefer to call it the terror that comes in the night because it's more fitting. But as a young child, my dad would tell me about these type of things. But he'd always end it by saying, look, at the end of the day, it's not the dead that you have to worry about, it's the living. Because they're the ones who can really, really hurt you. And that's so true because, there are spirits created for vengeance. The scriptures talk about that. And in their fury, they lay on sore strokes and appease the wrath of him that made him. But you've also got the physical, physical entities walking around out here who are possessed by these demons. And they're the ones who could really do some serious harm. You know, if the Most High puts the spirit on someone to just go wild, they can do a lot of damage, man. So you really got to be careful how you're moving around people. And oftentimes, I'll just say this from my own personal experience. Not everybody's obviously gonna have the same experience as me, but as far as I'm concerned, oftentimes you're better off being alone, because at least when you're alone, you can kind of you kind of got a bit of peace, you know, because other people, especially people outside the truth, it's like I've got a notification. You know, when you're around brothers, you can kind of be at ease, you can be at peace. That's fine when you're around brothers, but as soon as you go around people in the world, you can feel all the chaos and the tension and the negative energy. That's why I say, look, man, as far as I'm concerned, outside of dealing with brothers, I don't really like to deal with people at all. But thankfully, the Most High has got me in a situation where I don't have to. But yeah, for those of you who still have to deal with, you know, people in the world, you know, be very careful how you move circumspect, and don't ever let your guard down around these people of these other nations, these enemies, and especially around our own people, these 2/3 young niggers, because they're looking for any opportunity to do some wild shit, man. So with that, I want to give once again all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and Shalom unto the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect that are definitely saved. And I'll catch you on the next lesson. Shalom for now.